everyone, welcome to Give It a Go. This is the second video out of 3 for this year's 2021 Edinburgh International Jazz and Blues Festival. If you've seen any of the other videos, that's great, and if you haven't, not to worry, you don't have to watch them in sequence. In these videos, we'll be learning all about jazz and the instruments that play jazz, as well as how it grooves and swings, and how we can feel that groove and swing in our bodies. There will be plenty of chances in these videos for you to join in. If you have a percussion instrument at home, that's fantastic, you can use that. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. Pause the video and you can go and find something like a cardboard or plastic box, a pot, a pan or a baking tray, and we're going to use those as percussion instruments. For a beater, you can use something like a pen or possibly a wooden spoon or a metal spoon or maybe even a ruler. We're going to be joined by some special guests. But before we meet this video's special guest, we're going to try and guess which instrument she plays. You're going to see some close-up photographs of this mystery instrument. This makes it look like it might be made out of metal. It's got some kind of spike. What do you think it could be? This makes it look as though it's maybe made out of wood. Different kinds of wood. What do you think this instrument might be? Let's meet our special guest and find out. This is Una and she plays the double bass.
So, now you get to see it. This is my double bass and I'm going to let you hear how it sounds. So as you can see, the bass has got 4 strings and they sound like this. And this bottom string here has got an extra surprise. Let's hear this. This is the lowest note that's possible on a string instrument. And I'm going to let you hear how my bass sounds with my bow. Which is probably my favourite note of all. Next thing I'm going to show you is how it sounds with my fingers. The double bass is the biggest member of the string family, and it's also the coolest because it gets to play in orchestras, but it gets to play jazz as well. And this is why I love it.
All music has groove, whether it's slow and soft and romantic, or whether it's fast and crazy. And it's great if we can feel that music in our bodies, if we can feel the groove. If you've seen any of the previous videos, you might remember Mary Louise on piano from America. She has lots of groove, and we're going to groove along with her.
Hey Sue! Hey everybody! Let's play some blues.
We're going to click our fingers. If you can't click your fingers, don't worry. You can just tap your hands on your knees. Try it along with me. Here we go. Try and feel the groove. You might want to move from side to side at the same time. So when music grooves and it swings, it can make us feel full of joy, excited. It makes us want to dance. Music that swings can be fast and exhilarating, or it can be slow and soulful and bluesy. But what about if it doesn't groove? How would that make us feel? Una and I are going to play a tune that I think you'll all know, but we're going to play it in a way where it definitely doesn't groove. It just doesn't sound quite right, does it? I think we can do better than that. When it grooves, it makes us feel like dancing, it makes us want to move our bodies, and it makes us smile. In this part of the video, this is where you need your percussion instrument. So if you don't have something sorted, pause the video and come back. You'll need your instrument or your box and whatever you decided to use as a beater. We're going to be sound explorers, and we're going to explore 3 different sounds: tapping, jaggy, and swirly. Now, if you've done these sounds already with some of the previous videos, you could maybe explore some more and try to find some new sounds all of your own. We're also going to find out from our special guests how they would make those sounds on their instruments, and you'll have a chance to play along with them. Our first sound is tapping. You're going to use the wooden spoon or the pen or the ruler and tap the top of whatever you're using. You could also try tapping on the side, and you could also try using your hands. Let's find out how Una makes this kind of sound on the double bass. This time, join in with Una as she plays some more tapping sounds. Our next sound is jaggy. You can just scrape the wooden spoon or metal spoon or even your hand across the top of whatever you're using to make a sort of jaggy scraping sort of sound. How does Una make a jaggy sound on the double bass? Listen carefully. This time, you're going to join in with Una making some jaggy sounds. Here we go. Our next sound is swirly. You're going to take whatever you're using as your beater or your hand. You're going to make big and small swishy circles to make a swirly sort of sound. Let's find out how Una makes a swirly sound on the double bass. Now, you're going to join in with Una and make swirly sounds. Now that we've practiced our 3 different sounds, we're going to put them all together. You're going to play along with Una, and sometimes she'll be playing swirly sounds, she might be doing jaggy sounds, or maybe it's tapping sounds. You can join in and do exactly what you think she's doing, or you might decide to do the opposite, or you might just listen, that's fine too. But the most important thing is that you're going to make it up. You're going to improvise. Here we go. Before we finish, we're going to feel some groove in our feet. When you hear Una play the bass, step along with the steps that you can see on the screen. And then when it tells you, you can make up your very own crazy jazz dancing. We'll see you next time, and keep those feet moving and grooving.